Okay, and I'm John, and I'm glad to be here, and I get to do the meditation tonight. And I was thinking, kind of on a wild time because I'm the last day of June, and the whole rest of the week is July. Um, but I was thinking of a right action, and I was also thinking of right speech, and I was thinking mainly of right livelihood. And I've been blessed with the job that I get to practice my values all the time, in a pretty skillful way, usually. Usually, um, when I study, what many Buddhists have to say about these things, and it comes to not doing harm, sometimes not eating meat or not being in professions that where meat where animals are mistreated, or selling alcohol or poison or weapons. And I understand all that, and I agree with all that. Um, and for me, because I don't want to just be passive, right? I remind myself that right livelihood and right effort and right action, right speech is a lot about being engaged, and I like to think of Buddhist and recovery activism. Um, Buddhism helps me see that these processes and substances affect me mentally and spiritually, and those effects will extend to the outside world, right? How I am will affect the outside world, especially in the role I play in my work. So it's been really important in my recovery, and it's also really important for me to be here, even when some parts of my recovery are easy, so I'm able to serve and I'm able to practice generosity, which is described in Buddhism, and that I'm able to be an activist, not just not doing harm, but actively seeking in a compassionate way for the happiness of others. Um, and it really is lovely. Um, this morning I was frustrated. I was trying to submit a document for publication, and I couldn't do it. It was just, my computer's just foul. And I haven't mastered it totally, but I think it's a combination of me not mastering it totally and it being foul. It's just not very natural to be done. And it had put me in a foul mood. And how meditation and and just being aware of myself, having the insight and the awareness of the moment and the willingness to let go. I come to work, and there's Jeff. He's one of the people who teach in the jail. And so I ask him, "Hey, did your basketball team win its bracket?" And he goes, "It did." It was lovely for me to be able to listen to that and have my mood totally lifted. I was no longer in the, I can't submit this thing well. This is a real kind of pain in the neck, although I resolved it really easily because I catastrophize a little, believe it or not. But listening to Jeff, I just felt so good. I'm like, wow, this is really cool listening to this man share how, these guys, and he's in the 55 and over bracket, and they were older than most of the teams they were playing, how they managed to win. And and the humble pride he had. He was proud of it, but it wasn't like braggadocious or anything. It was just really like, yeah, it was really nice. It felt good to be able to do that. And I know that a few things changed that might not have happened. That was his attitude. And that's how I want my attitude to be, not caught in myself, but tied in with the welfare of others. Community is why humans are so capable of doing wonderful things. So today I just wanted to simply read Thich Nhat Hanh has the 14 precepts of engaged Buddhism, kind of a Buddhist activism. So I'm just going to read it and quietly, and I don't think I'm going to get the chanting tonight. I will do chanting more in the future, but I just want to take the time, and it will take effort if you wish to hear it, to listen to it, and that effort's worth it. So, the 14 precepts of engaged Buddhism. 1. Do not be idolatrous about or bound to any doctrine, theory, or ideology, even Buddhist ones. Buddhist systems of thought are guiding means. They are not absolute truth. Do not think the knowledge you presently possess is changeless, absolute truth. Avoid being narrow-minded and bound to present views. Learn and practice non-attachment from views in order to be open to receive others' viewpoints. Truth is found in life and not merely in conceptual knowledge. Be ready to learn through your entire life and to observe reality in yourself and at the world at all times. 3. Do not force others, including children, by any means whatsoever to adopt your views, whether by authority, threat, money, propaganda, or even education. However, through compassionate dialogue, help others renounce fanaticism and narrowness. 4. Do not avoid contact with suffering or close your eyes before suffering. Do not lose awareness of the existence of suffering in the life of the world. Find ways to be with those who are suffering, including personal contact, visits, images, and sounds. By such means, awaken yourself and others to the reality of suffering in the world. 5. Do not accumulate wealth while millions are hungry. Do not take as the aim of your life fame, profit, wealth, or sensual pleasure. Live simply and share time, energy, and material resources with those who are in need. 6. Do not maintain anger or hatred. Learn to penetrate and transform them when they are still seeds in your consciousness. As soon as they arise, turn your attention to your breath in order to see and understand the nature of your hatred. Seven. Do not lose yourself in dispersion and in your surroundings. Practice mindful breathing to come back to what is happening in the present moment. Be in touch with what is wondrous, refreshing, and healing, both inside and around you. Plant seeds of joy, peace, and understanding in yourself in order to facilitate the work of transformation in the depths of your consciousness. Eight. Do not utter words that can create discord and cause the community to break. Make every effort to reconcile and resolve all conflicts, however small. 9. Do not say untruthful things for the sake of personal interest or to impress people. Do not utter words that cause division and hatred. Do not spread news that you do not know to be certain. Do not criticize or condemn things of which you are not sure. Always speak truthfully and constructively. Have the courage to speak out about situations of injustice, even when doing so may threaten your own safety. Ten. Do not use the Buddhist community for personal gain or profit, or transform your community into a political party. A religious community, however, should take a clear stand against oppression and injustice, and should strive to change the situation without engaging in partisan conflicts. Do not live with a vocation that is harmful to humans and nature. Do not invest in companies that deprive others of their chance to live. Select a vocation that helps realize your ideal of compassion. Do not kill. Do not let others kill. Find whatever means possible to protect life and prevent war. "13. Possess nothing that should belong to others. Respect the property of others, but prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth." "14. Do not mistreat your body. Learn to handle it with respect. Do not look on your body as only an instrument. Preserve vital energies, sexual, breath, spirit, for the realization of the way. Sexual expression should not take place without love and commitment. In sexual relationships, be aware of future suffering that may be caused. To preserve the happiness of others, respect the rights and commitments of others. Be fully aware of responsibility of bringing new lives into the world. Meditate on the world into which you are bringing new beings. From Interbeing, 14 Guidelines for Engaged Buddhism, revised edition, October 1993, by Thich Nhat Hanh. Published by Parallax Press, Berkeley, California. Let's just take a minute to enjoy the silence. A very quick dedication of merit. May all be happy and peaceful. May all be healthy and strong. May all be safe and protected. May all live with ease. Namaste.